When it was revealed in Jedi Fallen Order that your character could in fact get an orange lightsaber, the fanbase went crazy, as Jedi Fallen Order was very clearly a Star Wars canon game, and this is the first appearance of an orange lightsaber that we've ever seen in Star Wars canon. And orange is actually one of the favorite lightsaber colors of Star Wars Legends fans, with the orange lightsaber being wielded in Legends with characters like Plo Koon, Yaddle, and Lobaka. So for the lightsaber to become canon is actually a pretty big deal. So in honor of that, and the orange lightsaber being my favorite lightsaber type in Jedi Fallen Order, I wanted to talk about what an orange lightsaber really means. Unfortunately, even in the game itself, we don't get real indication of what the orange lightsaber means for Star Wars canon, as you don't actually acquire the orange lightsaber in Jedi Fallen Order in some specific special way. It's only a pre-order bonus, meaning there's absolutely no hint as to what even planet you may be able to find the orange lightsaber on in the Star Wars mythos. All we know is that it exists, making the orange lightsaber color even more rare and mysterious than a lightsaber like the Darksaber from Star Wars The Clone Wars, as at least we know the basic origins of the Darksaber and the individual that first constructed it. And we know essentially nothing about the orange lightsaber in Star Wars canon, so for this video we're going to speculate what it could mean for canon and then explain what it means in Legends. We know that in Star Wars, a Force wielder actually holds a connection to their each individual Kyber crystal, and Kyber crystals are actually capable of switching allegiances through the Force. We also know that Kyber crystals can be tampered with and altered, but when a Force wielder claims a clear Kyber crystal, they imprint upon it, as they can almost hear the crystal sing to them and call to them. It's in this stage, once a Force wielder selects their Kyber crystal, that the crystal will actually adopt a color that reflects the wielder of the Force. There are lightsaber colors though that many have speculated this does not occur with, such as yellow lightsabers, or perhaps even the Darksaber. And again, we also know that Ahsoka was able to purge the dark side of the Force out of a pair of red lightsaber crystals, and as a result of that, they turned white in coloration. The opposite is also true for Star Wars canon. If a Darksider pours the dark side and their hatred into a pre-existing Kyber crystal, it will also change. As Palpatine put it to Vader, a Kyber crystal is a living thing, and a living thing can bleed, and when the crystal bleeds, it changes to a red color. Every lightsaber color in canon has a very specific and important meaning. It's hard though, because the only individual that we know of in canon to wield an orange lightsaber is in fact Cal, but I can speculate that the orange lightsaber may have actually been achieved if a Darksider abandoned the bleeding process halfway through, or was potentially interrupted. Someone that could have been maybe not fully aligned with the dark side of the Force, but attempted the bleeding process anyway. Out of the thousands of Jedi that have naturally imprinted upon their lightsaber crystals, again, we have never seen an orange happen, leading me to believe out of all of these different separate personalities that the orange lightsaber color is not imprinted upon by a Force wielder with a clear Kyber crystal, and that it must be altered in order to achieve this color. I've speculated in the past that yellow lightsabers in Star Wars canon may actually belong to a more ancient version of the Jedi Order, and I think that the same could be true for an orange lightsaber, as the two colors are very close in coloration. But that's pretty much all I'm comfortable with speculating about the orange lightsaber in Star Wars canon. Now, let's briefly move over to Star Wars Legends and discuss the meaning. As I said before, there's only about 3 individuals that wielded an orange lightsaber in Star Wars Legends, with one of them being more bronze than orange in coloration, that being the Jedi Wookiee Lobaka. However, the 2 Jedi that wielded orange lightsabers in Star Wars Legends both stemmed from the Clone Wars era, Plo Koon and Yaddle. Plo Koon predominantly used an orange lightsaber as a secondary weapon, as his blue lightsaber was clearly the main weapon that he utilized over the war, so we really only need to focus on Jedi Master Yaddle, as Yaddle is the only Jedi and only character in Star Wars at all that has used an orange lightsaber as their main weapon, canon and Legends. This has led a lot of people to speculate that the orange lightsaber could in fact indicate an individual that does not draw their lightsaber unless it's a last resort, someone who is a peacekeeper at heart until the very end, and again will only draw their lightsaber if they absolutely have to, as Yaddle was very much a pacifist and completely agreed with this ideology. Also in Star Wars Legends, there could be another explanation for the orange lightsaber, which I think is even more interesting. In Legends, if an individual was to use the Force to try to purge the darkness out of a red lightsaber, the color that would be achieved would be yellow, instead of white in Star Wars canon. So it's possible potentially somebody more aligned and with more affinity with the dark side of the Force attempted to purge a red lightsaber of the red color, and what resulted was an orange color. However, because Yaddle is the only individual we've ever seen to wield an orange orange lightsaber, I completely agree more with the first idea of the weapon. But there you have it, guys. That's pretty much everything we know about canon as well as legends of the orange lightsaber color. A lightsaber color that is now officially canon thanks to Jedi Fallen Order, and one that I really hope is explained further down the line. But what are your thoughts on the orange lightsaber? And what do you think it means in both canon as well as Star Wars Legends? Thank you as always so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.